Alright, welcome back to the channel everyone. So in today's video, we'll be covering liquidity concepts. We'll also be going over why liquidity is important to identify, and also increase your win rate with liquidity. The methods we'll be covering are equal highs and equal lows, trend line, buy side and sell side liquidity. Alright, so I'll jump onto the charts now and I'll break down a trade that we took earlier in our Discord. Alright, so at this point in time, we were looking for sells on Euro USD because we are trading bearish. We're in a bearish trend. So our directional bias was set on some sells, which we identified our nice premium supply zone here. Now, because price did trade away from this zone a decent amount, we did get a break of structure here. So we did create some structure points. So we were actually trending downwards still. So this is our lower high here, and it does get broken with this wick, which may be a cause of market change. So we could possibly see a proper change of character come into play. At the moment, it's just a liquidity sweep. So if we just fast forward a bit and wait for a body to close above it, there we get that body close and we can start looking for some longs here. So now our directional bias has flipped and we are looking to get in long. But first, I just want to go over why this supply zone was created. So as you can see down here, we've got a bit of a consolidation with lots of wicks on both sides of the markets, some equal lows, equal highs. So this zone ended up taking out both sides of the market. So this will be a highly liquid area, ready to take a trade because we get that impulsive move to the upside that changes character, which is our first time frame change of character, which always presents a great reversal. And we do get this imbalance just here. Now we already know that this imbalance needs to be filled. So if we can just pair that with some equal lows, that would be awesome. So we've already got a highly probable setup that's going to take place. So now we've got to start looking for some targets. This swing high will be our take profit. It's also got buy side liquidity. That means the market makers will seek to take out all of these short sellers here that'll be trading off this area here, as well as this supply zone. So if we just fast forward it a little bit, we do tap into the supply zone here, which if any short sellers don't get out around this area where we have our entry at, they will be taken out in the future. So now we can start to set limits and set our take profit to this swing high. Now we just wait to be tapped in. We're tapped in, so now we're just managing the position. And at this point here, we've moved our stops to break even. Now it's a risk-free trade. Now shortly after, it trades right into our take profit area for a 5.74 risk to reward. Now we did send this into our Discord server, so this was a great example of equal lows being paired with structure and previous liquidity being taken out. Alright, so moving on to trade 2 now. This trade was also called in our Discord server, so if you're interested in joining the server and getting the chance to connect with us and other traders and just wanting to join a community that we bounce trades off constantly, the link is below. So we were originally looking for sells on this market here. We do have our premium level of supply here, but down here we get a shift in the directional bias. We get our first change of character, as well as this very nice demand level here. So while this level is so attractive, we get that impulsive move to the upside that creates this imbalance just here, as well as this swing low level. It's a perfect placement for our stop loss. So this is a strong swing low because it took out that high. So price should not trade past this level. So what we can identify so far is our imbalance and these equal lows here. So now if we just fast forward price, we actually get a trend line build up just here. So we've got a ton of liquidity here, and now we can start to set some buy limits. So we can chuck our stop loss super tight, and we targeted this bit of resistance over here as our take profit. Now we've got our buy limits set, we can press play. All right, so now that we're tapped in, as you can see, price does speed up dramatically into our point of interest because price action takes out all these early buyers and they're induced into our trade. So they're all liquidity for us. And we were able to secure a highly probable trade just by identifying this trendline liquidity here and the first time frame change character here. So let's press play. Shortly after, we hit TP for a 4.18R, which is great because we've had our first time frame change character built with liquidity and imbalance. And that's all you really need. You just need to be able to identify where that liquidity is, because there's even liquidity around this area here. So this is buy side liquidity, but we weren't able to target it for this trade. All right, so now this is the third and final trade. So I'll just break this one down quickly. Starting off with market structure, we are bearish. We do have very nice bearish order flow. So break a structure here where our supply zone is. So we get this very nice doji candle just here. So for liquidity wise, we've got a ton of early sellers getting into the market just here for whatever reason. That's liquidity number one. Liquidity two is this supply zone here that we do not enter off of because it's just simply not a high probable zone. All right, so as you can see, once price does take these early sellers out, we do get a huge impulsive move to the upside. It continues past this zone here, taps us into our trade. Our stop loss was somewhere here, and we targeted these lows just here. So liquidity one was just early sellers here used as inducement. Liquidity reason two is again early sellers shorting from the wrong zone. So yeah, that's about it for this video. But if you do have more liquidity videos in mind or have any more questions, just make sure to ask me and I'll get around to making another video about any of the questions that you've got. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Just don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe and turn the post notifications on. All right, take it easy.